Hi, welcome to Storytime with Gigi. Today we're going to be reading a little golden book about Barbie called The Jewel Thief. This story was written by Barbara Bazaldua. Just to think, Barbie exclaimed as she and her camera crew drove to the airport. We'll be interviewing a real princess for the evening news. They were going to meet Princess Julia, who was coming from Europe to sponsor a new children's medical center. A whole crowd of reporters had gathered at the airport to cover the event. "What made you decide to get involved in this cause, Your Highness?" Barbie asked for the television cameras. "It's my mission to see that sick children everywhere can be made well at the best hospitals," the princess replied. "Would you come to the television station for a special interview?" Barbie asked. "It would be my pleasure," the princess said. When the princess arrived at the TV station, Barbie showed her to a dressing room. "After the wardrobe attendant does your makeup, we'll tape our interview in the studio," Barbie explained. What's that? That must be her security. In the studio, Barbie and Princess Julia sat on comfortable chairs under the bright lights. As the camera operator filmed them, Barbie asked the princess lots of questions about her work with children around the world. The princess was especially excited about the new children's wing she was establishing at the medical center in Barbie's town. Soon, the two were chatting away like good friends. When Princess Julia returned to her dressing room, she gave a cry of dismay. "My jewel bag is gone!" she exclaimed. Barbie and the camera crew looked everywhere, but they couldn't find the missing bag. "It must have been stolen," Barbie said at last. Well, it was there. The princess was upset and tired. "Why don't you return to your hotel and rest while we continue looking?" Barbie suggested. "Those jewels have been in my family for hundreds of years," the princess said. "I'll offer a substantial reward for their return." Just then the studio handyman, Mr. Higgins, passed by the dressing room. "Have you seen anyone odd hanging around the studio?" Barbie asked him. "No," Mr. Higgins said. "Why do you ask?" "There's been a theft here," Barbie told him. "Oh dear," said Mr. Higgins. "I'm sorry, I can't be of help." And he hurried away. Barbie found her camera crew having lunch in the station cafeteria. "We've decided to keep looking for the jewels while you edit your interview for the evening news," said Dave, one of the camera operators. "Okay," Barbie agreed. "I'll hurry to finish my tape so I can help search too, but if we don't find them soon, we'll have to call the police." Barbie quickly changed into casual clothes. Then she hurried into the editing room. But just as Barbie put the interview tape into the video player and hit the play button, all the lights went out. Oh dear, she thought, we must have blown a fuse. Barbie took out an emergency flashlight that she kept in her desk, clicked it on, and stepped into the dark hallway. "Mr. Higgins," she called, but no one answered. "I'll have to fix the fuse myself," she thought, heading for the basement. Look at that. As Barbie swept the flashlight beam over the shadowy basement walls, she saw something glitter behind the fuse box. It was a bit of brightly beaded fabric. Barbie tugged on it, and out came Princess Julia's jewel bag. Suddenly, Barbie heard a noise. She turned quickly and saw Mr. Higgins. "Here, let me get the lights back on," he said. Mr. Higgins worked for a minute, and then he turned and looked at the beaded bag in Barbie's hands. "I took the jewels," he said quietly. "My little boy is in the hospital," Mr. Higgins continued. "He's sick, and I can't pay the bills, and I can't afford to take time off from work to be with him. Taking the jewels was wrong, but I didn't know what else to do. I was coming to get the bag to give it to you when you found it." Barbie looked at the handyman. "I know you're sorry, Mr. Higgins," she said gently. "I'm glad you realized how wrong it is to take something that doesn't belong to you, no matter what the reason. I'll return the jewels to Princess Julia and explain everything to her. I'm sure she'll understand." Barbie was right. Princess Julia was very happy to have her jewels back. Barbie told her that Mr. Higgins had realized what a mistake he'd made and that he decided to return the jewels before Barbie had found them. The princess decided not to report him to the police. That was very nice of her. Then the princess gave Barbie a check. "It's the reward I offered for the return of my jewels," she explained. The next day, Barbie was right there at the children's hospital reporting on the official opening of the Children's Medical Center. When she looked around at the audience, she was pleased to see Mr. Higgins and his son, Teddy. Mr. Higgins had told her that he'd be volunteering at the medical center as a way to say he was sorry for taking the jewels. After Princess Julia cut the ribbon, she motioned for Barbie to join her in front of the cameras. "I would like to make a special donation to our new medical center," Barbie announced, holding up the reward check. "With this check, we will be starting a fund to pay the expenses of parents who otherwise can't afford to stay with their children while they're being treated at this wonderful hospital." The audience applauded loudly. "And," she continued, "I would like to say that working with Princess Julia has been the most rewarding reporting experience of my career." And that's our story. I hope you liked it. Make sure you like and subscribe and share with your friends. Bye until next time.